What a difference a couple of days makes in crypto. I'm Keith, this is Crypto Bullseye, and just 2 days ago, we were bringing you bullish sentiment. We were running up towards alt season. You know what my confirmation of alt season is, guys. I say it time and time again. So yesterday, we had the big sell-off. That created panic, that created fear in the market. That even made people within our own group question alt season, fault season. So this one is to be about complacency, guys. We've had a 3-bar reversal on Bitcoin. Bitcoin has put in a new higher high. Bitcoin has put in a new higher close. Bitcoin has put in a new all-time high. Guys, these things can't go forever, and Bitcoin needs to lead the way. Nothing's changed. We've had a pullback in the market on the daily. If you look on the weekly, guys, still up on the week. Still up on the week. Dominance is still putting in a lower high. Total 3, it's broken out. It's retesting. Dollar, is that getting stronger? No, it's getting weaker. DXY, it's getting weaker. Guys, alt season isn't confirmed, but steps towards alt season are still there. Just because you've had a red day doesn't mean you start to be complacent, guys. These signs are still lining up, and I'm going to show you exactly step by step what I'm looking at. And if alt season's cancelled this year, guys, a big if alt season's cancelled this year, some things that have got to happen that have never happened in the market ever before. So Bitcoin is trading at 108,151. Let's go through a few signs to indicate exactly whether we have got an alt season cancellation this year. What's going to actually happen to the market if we get an alt season cancellation? First things first, that's a retail sign. We've got the golden cross. The golden cross has happened. What happens when you get a golden cross, guys? We got a golden cross here. What happens when you get a golden cross? We got a golden cross here. What follows from a golden cross? Pump, pump. That's the first thing that would need to happen, which has never happened before, where you get a golden cross and fall straight back through it, guys. Hasn't happened before. The trend should friend to the bend at the end. Bitcoin's putting in new all-time highs, guys. If you get a pullback, that's going to create red days. Sometimes the red days are hard. Sometimes it's 10%, sometimes 15%. When you're talking about high-risk altcoins, guys, they can go 30, 40, 50%. So Bitcoin just dropping this amount here within a day, which was 3.89%. All that panic yesterday, all that panic, all the fears yesterday, alt season cancellation, fault season, all of that was on the back of Bitcoin dropping less than 4%, guys. Bitcoin drops less than 4% in an hour. So don't panic. Be complacent and understand exactly where this point is invalidated. Where this point's invalidated and where you need to start worrying, guys, is when you drop below this level here, 96,138, which has moved up now because the Fibonacci's moved up. So the 38.2% retracement's lower down, and you've got your 61.8% retracement from this previous swing high. So that's looking good for Bitcoin, guys. We're putting in new highs on Bitcoin. It needs to lead the way. It needs to give conviction for altcoins. Now, I want to show you a little pattern on Bitcoin. See this move down here. See this move down here. Now, you know you get 5 waves with Elliott wave. Now, look at this. This is something that I was talking to Warren and Max about on a call the other day, and it's quite an interesting thing. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 moves, pull back. Now, I want you to look at this, and I want you to compare this against what we're looking at on altcoins at the moment. So just an example, bring Jasmy Coin up. Bring Jasmy Coin up. So here we are on Jasmy Coin. You can see this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, pullback. It's all over the place, guys. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4. These little moves here, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we go back to Bitcoin. And we look at what Bitcoin was doing back then. We just zoom back in. You can see familiarities between these moves here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We know that Bitcoin leads the way. There's the big move. There's the big pullback. There's the big move. There's the wave 4. We're waiting for a big wave 5. So where Bitcoin's led the way and Bitcoin's put in these big moves, you can see time and time again that altcoins are making this pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all over the place, guys. So we're waiting for the big move. We're waiting for the big wave 1 on the altcoins. That's going to be the big push. It's not going to run over a long period of time like Bitcoin did, guys. It is going to be quick waves, quick pullbacks, quick waves, quick pullbacks. So you haven't got as much time as you think. This is what we're waiting for, the alt season 2025. This lower high, after we'd got a pullback in Bitcoin, meant one thing, that Bitcoin didn't outperform altcoins whilst we got a pullback collectively overall. That's a strong thing. This lower high needs to maintain. Then when we get the big push to the downside, guys, big push to the downside, bam, alt season 2025. Things are still playing out. It hasn't happened yet. I didn't say it had happened yet. Things are still playing out. Total 3. This breakout was significant. Where did I say we were going to get rejected? 928 billion. What was the level we needed to break above? 928 billion. What happens when we break above that? You go to 1.14 trillion. What happens when you beat for 1.14 trillion? I'm scaling out of the crypto market because that is the previous all-time high of the 2021 cycle. That is my exit strategy, guys. I've said it all along. I've said it for years, and I'm sticking by it. So the next thing, what would need to happen if alt season was cancelled? This is one thing. The dollar would just need to go strong. What would it mean if you had a strong dollar, guys? Within crypto and outside of crypto, you look at the DXY, exactly the same thing would have to happen. Now, we look at macroeconomics and we look at the time of the world that we're in now. We've got fear in the world, we've got uncertainty in the world, guys. We need something. We need quantitative easing, we need some positive news, we need tariff wars to just pack it in and stop all that crap. And then once we've got confidence in the market, then we can really start driving. But it is about the flow of liquidity, guys. And one thing that does create that flow of liquidity is the United States. So when the United States start QE, and then they can refinance their debt, then they can push more liquidity into the market. And that's what creates the surge between the confidence onto on risk, high risk, speculative assets like altcoins. When they're not, when there's no confidence in the world, guys, when the world's in fear, when you've got things going on in, dare I say, pandemics, wars, whatever it is, guys, when you've got uncertainty in the world, that creates fear. When that creates fear, people go into off-risk assets. Off-risk assets, dollar, Bitcoin, those type of assets, guys, are the people that smart money, the investors go into when there's not much money being pushed into the market because they need to get their piece of the pie. The rich need to get richer. So if this USDT, or sorry, if the Dixie pushed up to the upside, that would create weakness for the pound, it'd create weakness for the euro, it'd create weakness for the Canadian dollar, it'd create weakness for the Japanese yen. And guys, one thing that the United States needs is a weak dollar. They need a weak dollar. So we, outside of the United States, can buy things from them for a reasonable price, which is affordable because our currency is stronger than theirs. So here's the business cycle, guys, and the dollar does need to get weaker. Trump wants a weak dollar. That's what the signal he's been sending to Powell. Too late, Powell, he keeps saying. He wants Powell to bring down the interest rates, do QE, because the rest of the world's done QE, guys. He needs to do QE, stimulate the economy, refinance the United States debt, and then we can carry on with alt season 2025. So that's what I'm looking for, guys. Let me know in the comments what you want me to cover next, and I will see you guys in the next one.